this organization and the activities by University of Tokyo, Colombo office, I think is a major contributor to promoting Sri Lankan students' participation in Japanese, attending Japanese universities. As a person, who had been working and teaching and doing some administrative work in a Japanese university, and I would like to give some tips, maybe, for students who are applying from Sri Lanka. And can I share my slides for a moment? Is it possible? Yeah. Okay, can everyone see my slides? I believe.
There is a small technical failure, please bear with us. And Professor Jay Osama is Sri Lankan born academic, has been graduated in USA and working as the Vice President of Tokyo International University.
Recording in progress.
No.
Yeah, you can go ahead.
Okay, all right. Okay. So thank you so much again, everyone, and Professor Karunaratna and the others, who are participating in this event. And my special thanks to Senior Professor Karunaratna for doing an outstanding job in promoting the students coming to Japan and having the promoting to get the good number of students coming to and study in Japanese universities. And so today I like to give some advice or maybe something share my experience in promoting Japanese universities and particularly our university for Sri Lankan students. And I am working in the Tokyo International University. And so today I share my experience. And I have experience, studying in Sri Lanka, United States, Europe, and also some Japan. And foreign student recruitment, I have participated in events in Central Asia, China, South Asia, including Sri Lanka, India, Nepal, Bangladesh, etc. and ASEAN countries, and also North America. And I have advised many students, undergraduate as well as graduate students. And the key areas, I find, when I talk with students and also when we look at our own school, and I have worked in 2 universities in Japan. And the key things, for students to enter a Japanese university is you must have good Japanese or you must have good English. And if you looking at the grades, and in the high school level, if you enter in the undergraduate program or the university level, and very important. And for high schools, again, depending on the major, if you are entering maybe IT, engineering, medical, etc., that particular discipline in the high school, in the advanced level, we call it Sri Lanka, and having good grades will help. And our university, for example, give 100% scholarships to undergraduate students, and who are really in having good standing in the advanced level exam, and then applying to our university. And the top students from some top high schools in Sri Lanka, from Colombo, Gampaha, Gold, etc. And we have about more than 50 students studying here in the undergraduate program. And if you count the PhD, etc., we have close to more than close to 60 students from Sri Lanka, from undergraduate to PhD level. And so we look at the good grades. And also another one is, if students have shown some leadership qualities, and the schools have some club activities, etc. And that also helps. Particularly in our university, we count them when we apply, when we admit them, particularly for undergraduate program. And for graduate school, I think the key is, to have, again, good grades, meaning in Sri Lanka, we call them class, and a good standing in your graduate, in your the graduation, whatever the class, or something good. And if you are applying for the, again, graduate school, and something published, like a technical paper or something, and that counts a lot. And we also have scholarships for graduate students too. And there are many schools, in fact, in Japan, and particularly, for graduate programs, and there are scholarships offered by JICA. And also, I know some programs from Sri Lankan, the UGC. They also give some scholarships for Sri Lankan students, graduate students, to study in Japan for masters and PhD, etc. And also, you need some good recommendation letters. So if you have all these things, and then your whatever the evaluation goes up, and so you can secure some good scholarship. And these numbers, in fact, I just got from Study Japan, the website, and the representative who gave the keynote speak, and in fact showed these numbers. And in 2019 they all went up, but because of the pandemic, in fact, the numbers had gone down. And 2020, from 19 to 20, it went down, I believe, by about 50%. And from what I saw in the newspapers, etc. And then from the 20 to 21, the number went down drastically again because of the pandemic, and also the visa restrictions, etc. But hopefully these things will be gone, and hopefully the number will increase again coming to Japan. And so why Japan? And the cost is relatively cheap compared to US, Europe, or Australian universities. The Japanese universities are relatively cheap, and the quality is as good as anywhere. And we have a peaceful learning environment. Okay, yeah, I'm almost done. In fact, the study in English or Japanese medium is possible, and many government scholarships. And the work after studying is also easy. And if one master Japanese, and the graduate schools particularly offer excellent research opportunities if one works really hard and with dedication and motivation. And you can do excellent work here, research in Japanese universities, graduate programs. I mean, I'm talking about world-class research. And so that would help, you to, when you go back to Sri Lanka, whatever. And so that's all I want to say. And I want to thank again, Senior Professor Karunaratna and all those distinguished people today and participating from the JICA and JASO and University of Tokyo and the embassy and also the Sri Lanka government.